Hey everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the game that we're going to be playing tomorrow. Our live game that we play on Sundays at 10 a.m. Central Time is what time it starts. So we're going to continue our play testing, and we're going to continue our little group of wizards here. Check those out. So we have Harry Potter and Hermione. We have Jenny and Ron Weasley. And of course, they are going to be using the same spells that we've been using over the last few weeks. This is playtesting, so we want to kind of get a handle on some of those spells. You know, some of our spells we've been using fairly often. Some haven't been used a lot, and we're looking at, making some changes to them and finding out ways to make them more useful. And some spells that are maybe too useful, do we need to rein them in a little bit? And that's all part of playtesting. But we're going to be introducing 4 new wizards. Oh, but they are Death Eaters. Check this out. How awesome is that? So we're going to have 4 Death Eaters join us. We're going to have Nyla here. We're going to have Morglaive. We're going to have Lox and Cord. Will be 4 new Death Eater characters will be joining the fray. So this is going to be a tough battle. So not only are we introducing 4 new wizards, but we're also going to be trying out 3 new spells. So we have 3 new spells we're going to be using. We have Augio, Demons, and Impar Actus. So let's take a quick look at what those do. So Augio is basically a buff spell that you can cast on yourself or a friendly character. And what it does is it gives that character a boost to their might and their brawl for as long as that spell, that enchantment, remains in play. So it's going to be interesting, and again, if you cast it on a friend, you can cast it on yourself. It's going to last as long as the power of the spell. That determines the length of time that it remains in play. So if you get a good roll, maybe you can keep it up for several turns. So it'll be interesting to see how it gets used. It is not stackable to the extent that 2 characters, and there will be 2 characters that will have Augio. 2 characters could cast it on the same friend or on themselves, but the bonus does not stack. Instead, like we've done before, the counters could improve. So if they both threw it on the same character, then all of those counters would stack up. It would just mean that it would last a little bit longer. The other spell that a couple of them are going to have is Ignis. Ictus. Not going to spend a lot of time on that because that one we've used over and over again over the last few weeks. So it is an ephemeral spell. It's cast using might. It is opposed versus the target's cunning. And if you defeat them, then they take a number of hits equal to the power of the spell. Pretty straightforward attack spell. Demons is based off of a cunning roll, a cunning check, and it attacks the enemy's finesse. And what it does is, once they're hit with it, it is a hex. It is a bad spell. When you cast it on somebody, what that does is every time that enemy activates, they're going to have to roll a horror check. So that could get very, very interesting. 2 of those Death Eaters will have that spell, so if they both cast it on the same enemy, then that will increase the number of counters, but it will not cause that character to roll multiple horror checks. The same spell, the same enchantment that's cast on the same character, you can't stack those effects. The last one they're going to have is called Impar Actus, and what it does is it impairs the actions of that target. So again, it's a hex. You throw it on an enemy character, and then every time they try to perform an action, before they can actually do the action, they're going to have to discard a card out of their hand. Now, if you have plenty of cards to go, it's not a big deal. But pretty soon, cards might be getting a little thin, and they may have a hard time. It could even prevent characters from being able to cast spells if they get deep enough into it. So, 4 new spells that we're going to be trying out. Haven't exactly decided what the scenario is, but it's, we'll wait until Sunday and find out what the scenario is. The big deal is that we're going to have these 4 wizards going at it and trying out their spells. That's really what we're focused on here. All right, boys and girls, if you have any questions about these spells or the way they work or the wizards, remember that this is playtesting, so everything is subject to change. Make sure you get subscribed to our little channel, hit the like button, hit the bell, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.